Hello there and welcome. So today we got the patch 1.9 that came like a bit of a surprise, but a welcome one for sure. And in this video I will be going over the patch notes. I will not be testing any of the new features, I just haven't really had time for that. And with that in mind, that's probably something that will come over the coming week. But I'll go over the patch notes, I'll give my thoughts and, well, my opinions on it, and we'll see what exactly this patch entails. So, hey Team Principals, we hope that, like us, you've been enjoying a thrilling 2024 Formula season so far. So basically, we have few new patches here. There's nothing about anything else getting released in future, unfortunately, but I would kind of feel like that is probably the last patch of the game. We'll see though. It did surprise me after 1.8, they might do that again. So let's go over it. The new pit lane starts. We've already gone over that in a previous video. The pit lane starts are now fully supported for player and I teams based on the real world regulations. Principals will be prompted before making a change that would break park firmware rules and incur a pit lane start. There has been a lot of worry from a couple of users on Reddit, particularly about pit lane starts, that they're getting rid of grid penalties completely. But the way that pit lane starts works is that if you make a change to your car on your ERS, your gearbox, or your engine after you've already used those in quali, you'll get a pit lane start. If you, say, crash in quali and destroy your chassis, your suspension, and your front wing and replace them with the same spec, that will not be a pit lane start because you're basically replacing something that's damaged. However, if you destroy your gearbox in that same crash and now has to change that one, that will be a pit lane start. So basically, as long as you're not changing anything but those three engine, ERS, gearbox, you'll be fine. Also, keep in mind you can now mess around with the setup, I believe, and changing anything but the front wing on the setup too after qualifying, already done a qualifying session, is going to result in pit lane start. So it's a little bit convoluted, but I would assume that they've put in enough warnings here. We'll have to wait and see though. I haven't really been able to test pit lane starts just yet. New driver development. Principals can now focus drivers into 3 distinct new areas of development in order to use their skills to benefit your team. This is also applicable to affiliate drivers, giving extra reasons and purpose to make use of affiliate positions. So this is something I'm really looking forward to testing, because this could kind of change how we develop the car a little bit, maybe change how we do marketing at the end of seasons, things like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to testing these 3 new areas, which are training, development, and, as mentioned, the marketing. New team suitability. Added new team suitability rating, uncovered when scouting staff and drivers help inform hiring decisions. So this one is kind of interesting, because I did take a look at this one, and basically, it's like a pros and cons list of why you should or shouldn't hire anyone. It's probably very good for newer players. So I can definitely see that they added this as kind of a helping hand for new players that are getting into the game. Probably around Christmas, I would assume we're getting a sale. So honestly, it's a good feature for those new players that might need a little bit of an extra helping hand. But for most, I don't think this is going to make a huge difference. The rating considers a variety of factors, and results are dynamic depending on the context. That does seem to be true. So, all in all, a good feature. Definitely going to help newer players get into the game. New contract rumors. I haven't actually been able to go through these again. As I said, I haven't had much time to test. But basically, we're now getting rumors about contracts. I did, however, take a look at the contracts in game, and you can still sign anyone that is in their last year of a contract with even Sauber. So while you can't sign anyone on a 2 contract or longer, you can still pick up a absolutely goated staff lineup in your first season. So I wouldn't worry about that. There is also a little bit of an issue with that I'll take up in another video, but it's not a big problem, so I wouldn't mind that. But new contract rumors are good. The change to kind of making staff not want to sign for you, I think they didn't go far enough, because anyone, as I mentioned, in a last year contract will sign for you. And in your first season, that is basically a full 90 rated drivers and staff. You can get Alonso, you can get Sainz, you can get 90 rated, every single member of staff with that, even as a worst start team. So would like to see them go a little bit further, but I kind of understand where they're coming from. Stability and performance prevented save files reaching critical file size, leading to corruption. So this one is actually pretty bad, in my opinion. It's nice that they fixed that, but the fact that they never tested this in a consistent manner, because if the save file corruption is due to save file size, and they didn't realize and fix that before now, that's real bad. But at least it is fixed. But this is definitely not something that I would like to see. Again, Q&A probably needs a little bit of a bigger budget. In case where there's a risk of save file corruption, additional protections have been implemented. The option to restart season will be removed in order to mitigate this risk. I have no idea if this is going to be console only or if this is what exactly it's going to be, where it's going to be removed from. If it's if you get fired at the end of the season, I don't know. But apparently it does cause potential risks with save file corruption. Fix a crash that could occur during processing. Fix a crash that could occur when confirming sponsor plans in quick succession. Fix crash that could occur at the end of the Australian GP during a long play session. So Australia decided that now it's time for a nighty night. But yeah, it's nice to see they fix that. Improve performance when the Team HQ background is present on Nintendo Switch only. So again, like that. Updated Powertrain cost balance. I assume this just means the engine. But if they've changed the cost of engines, ERSs, and honestly, I'm going to quickly check that. Alright, I had a quick look, and the updated Powertrain cost balance is basically for buying the engines at the start of the season, I believe. I haven't actually checked what the costs are. But the ERS, the engine, the gearbox still have the same cost in my save, so that is not it. A little bit ambiguous there in the wording. I can definitely see this being confused. But it is just the engines, like we saw in the preview. So basically the engine payment structure to monthly from annual basically means that now instead of one big payment of 30-ish, well 20-ish million at the start of the season, you now get that split over the next 12 months. And that's going to definitely help with the financial situation at the start of the year, for sure. And it's also going to mirror the prize pool payout. So I think this is a very, very nice change. The finance screen has been updated to accurately reflect costs, which is good. Finances, fixed occurrence of mandatory activities not paying out at the end of the sponsor period. So we're back with some more sponsor shenanigans, I guess. So I thought I did the math on this one. They might have fixed it then. Maybe I was wrong. But mandatory activities should now be paying out again. Fixed occurrence of DHL fast-paced surprise money not being paid. That one's annoying. So good to get that one fixed. Fixed occurrences of cost to break contracts not being charged. Okay, I have had a couple of problems with this in basically the ATR save. We'll have to see if this actually gets sorting that. Would be good. Updated finances help screen to reflect monthly payment structure for board and prize money. That's actually kind of good because that's going to make it easier. I assume this is just to make it easier to understand how much you get monthly from prize money and how much you get monthly from, how much you pay for your engines, things like that. Contracts and hiring. We have another version of Hamilton not going to Ferrari at the start of Season 2 fix. Added positive and negative opinion consideration to driver and staff contract negotiation process. Updated email content when player, staff / drivers are approached by the teams. Fixed counteroffer reminder email not sending when counteroffer is received and left unresponded on the day of deadline. Okay. So basically this is an issue then with people receiving, getting sent a counteroffer, and not receiving it. So that is good. Fix staff changes email displaying incorrect contract info. Fix accepted contract email displaying incorrect cost of hire. Fix team roster update email including incorrect contract info. So they're basically fixing a lot of the wrong information that you're shown, which is nice. Fix staff post emails displaying contract length as 0. Fix incorrectly displayed affiliate contract length in affiliates overview panel. Fix incorrect or missing cost of break contract for immediate start dates. Fix the empty reaction window when a contract offer results in a negative reaction. Okay, so contracts have got a pretty decent do-over here, I'd say. This looks pretty good. Team management. Fixed one for future achievement not being awarded after signing an affiliate with an offer deadline of 7 days. Improved AI regulation voting logic. Okay, this one's going to be interesting. I'm very curious to see now if they actually vote in a manner that makes sense for their team, because it's definitely been random up to this point. So I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly what they've done to the logic here. Fixed issue preventing player continuing with their current team after selecting the switch team, having not been fired. Okay, that one's a little bit confusingly worded to me. Okay. let's jump over that one. Fixed car performance overall ranking not aligning with individual attribute rankings. So car performance ranking should be fixed then to some degree. I assume this might not be related to... I'm going to test this out, but I don't know if they've added the... removed the acceleration stat from the overall ranking. But that's going to be interesting to take a look at. Fixed engineers are not returning after design center dilemma. Fixed engineer increase not applying correctly after the design center improvement email. Fixed best drive position end of season board review, not considering drivers who left during the season. Fixed board attending Grand Prix after selecting deny in board attending Grand Prix email. I thought that was the case because whenever I denied, the board's just there anyways. Fixed issue where an affiliate driver could be selected for both cars. Okay, some good fixes. Race weekend, players will now see the results page after simulating a sprint session. Good, now we will no longer have to dig for that. Fixed cars not attempting to unlap themselves during a race. I think they already kind of did, but with some pretty strict requirements, but that is good to see. Fixed incorrect classification of drivers who DNF on the last lap ahead of other lap cars. Fixed driver and constructor standings shown during race weekend, not including sprint race points. Good fix. Fixed DRS enabled notification displaying at the beginning of practice and qualifying sessions in wet track conditions. Fixed driver entering pit at the end of flying lap when taking manual control during qualifying. Fixed fastest lap being awarded to a driver who retires on lap 1. Fixed track acclimatization resetting to 0 after loading a mid-session save. Yeah, that one was kind of annoying. Fixed loss of focus when navigating to the car setup during qualifying. Fixed timing tower losing colored border after opening menus during yellow or red flag event. Fixed the data view snapping to top when scrolling down during a race. Fixed affiliate drivers having no position shown in the driver panel after setting lap times in practice. Fixed full screen map briefly showing blurry textures. Fixed rear lines on cars not turning on during a race. Fixed cars sometimes appearing to not touch track. Fixed creative team cars clipping through safety cars. So basically a lot of bug fixes and some quality of life fixes that are good. I like what I see. Circuits, Albert Park. Fixed cars driving over the curb on pit entry. Adjust the car speed out of pit lane into turn 1 in Austin. Fixed missing an incorrectly positioned car in team garages. Vegas, fixed incorrectly placed second DRS zone. Monaco, fixed rare instance of safety car blocking pit exit. I haven't seen that one before, but that one kind of sounds wild. Shanghai, fixed incorrect pit lane marker. Suzuka, fixed possibility of cars going through the barrier on turn 2. So at least some of our missile tech, I guess you could say, have been fixed. Creative team, improved balance from randomizing generated staff when beginning a new creative team career. I believe the staff were pretty balanced, but I guess maybe they tuned down their development ratios. Maybe not as many young staff and drivers. I like to take a look at that, honestly. Fixed car livery model color not being consistent with color selected in UI. Fixed incorrect starting budget being displayed for your story origin. Fixed incorrectly categorized livery sponsors. Remove duplicate team name header from the team branding menu. Remove the undo button when there's no changes percent to undo. Quality of life, ladies and gentlemen. Presentation, fixed Leclerc's career history not showing 22 and 23. Doohan and Ibasa same, not showing for 22. Incorrect race distance listed for Vegas and Qatar. Fixed the monthly affiliate development email not showing affiliates signed in the previous season. Fixed missing tags in the Science Center improvement email. Fixed the season remaining value showing -1. Fixed engine cooling not being displayed as a negative effect of sign pod and chassis damage. Okay, that's actually good to know. Improved logic prompting notifications in UI. This one's going to be interesting. Fixed cancel project still incrementing the part number. Various UI improvements on the facility screen. Various corrections to string and formatting. And updated race replay difficulty indicators. So basically, it's a pretty extensive patch that fixes a lot of smaller bugs. Supposedly solves the big issue with console saves being corrupted because they straight up get too big. Critical file size. So all in all, I'd say this is a good one. I'm really looking forward to having a look at pit lane stars. Probably just going to make a quick video on what you can and cannot get away with. Drive development is probably going to be for tomorrow. I'll be testing the 3 different versions and if you should use them. But apart from that, I'd say this is a solid patch. As mentioned, I've taken a look at Reddit. It's been basically about 5 hours since the patch came out. But I've taken a look at Reddit, I've taken a look at Discord. I've seen some issues, but most of them seem to be tied with using mods. So if you have mods and you run into an issue, try and disable them first and foremost. And if that doesn't solve your issue, then yeah, you probably should report it using the issue tracker. So as you can see here, if you go to the through the patch notes, which is update notes 1.9 F1 Manager, you can find the issue tracker. And if you go to this, you will be able to type in your issues with the game, and that way you'll be able to complain. So as you can see here, 38 not powerful enough, 38 not strong enough, DRS too powerful. I assume this is the same double posted, but you get the idea. Let me just get rid of that. Cannot see text in drive development focus tab. I believe this again is due to using mods. This is the issue that other people have had. Files still becoming corrupt after get its address as fixed in the notes. I don't know if this is just going to work for a new save then, but it seems like it can still happen. Plus, engagement payment not happening. Save files in 24 corrupt. So as you can imagine, a lot of potential issues here. So if you do have them, post them, and hopefully they can get that fixed. But yeah, that was it for the patch notes. It's looking very, very promising. As I said, over the course of this week, I'll probably be testing some of the features. So let me know in the comments what exactly you want me to take a look at, a deeper look at rather. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.